Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boopop1970. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, this is it everybody. This is the most biggest moment that everybody has been waiting for from the last month since I did my last review of Ponyo, one of my favorite Miyazaki films of all time. And now for today's next movie review is going to be one of my childhood favorites. So for my sixth movie review of today is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, one of the greatest Robert Zemeckis films of all time, and also one of the most strongest movies that he ever done. And to me, in my opinion, this is Bob Hoskins' best movie. So, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my sixth movie review of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So, let me tell you about the whole entire plot of this movie. So, the movie starts off taking place in the 1940s, where there's a very cool, bad A-word private detective named Eddie Valiant, who is trying to be a normal human being, try to live in a nice normal life, and try to solve some real cases in the real world, but sadly, he's not being himself lately after the death of his brother named Teddy Valiant, who was murdered by a tune when this mysterious tune just hit this guy on the head in the piano for only 5 years ago, and Eddie Valiant had no idea who this mysterious tune is, who murdered his brother before the mystery will be solved. So, yeah, Eddie Valiant doesn't care about tunes anymore, and he just can't stop thinking about the man who murdered his brother. And now, 5 years later, in the year of 1947, it's up to Eddie Valiant again to solve another cartoon case. And this is the part where a good cartoon character who is in grave danger, and there was a crime that he did not commit. And it's an upcoming cartoon star named Roger Rabbit. You know, the funny looking rabbit who has big ears and that cool looking suit and that blue tie. You see, let's just say Roger Rabbit is freaking jealous of this guy named Marvin Acme. He's taking away his wife and doing, you know, playing patty cake in Jessica's dressing room in the Ink and Pink Club. And, you know, Roger Rabbit's trying to find a way to get his wife back and trying to find a way to clear out his name to the person that he did not murder. But also, there's going to be a couple evil villains on the loose named Judge Dooman and the Weasels. They are after Roger Rabbit, and they're gonna finish him off by sentencing him to death in this very unknown liquid called the dip. And then there was another thing that involves the cartoon case is Marvin Acme's will. Marvin Acme's will is missing, and Eddie Valiant had no idea where the will is. So he needs to find it before something bad will happen on Toontown. So there's only a couple of questions remain in this movie. Eddie Valiant will ever solve the new cartoon case and find out who the mysterious murderer is? The guy who did kill his brother and Marvin Acme? Will ever Roger Rabbit clear his name on time and get his wife back? Or what's going to happen to the will? Will our heroes find it in time? Or Judge Dooman and the Weasels will do something bad to Toontown? Or anything else happening to the world of LA? So anyway, that is my whole entire plot of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I want to let you know is, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I do love this movie. It had a great storyline. The characters were so freaking memorable. I love the animation, I love the score, I love the special effects, And I love all the highlight moments that involved in this movie. It is so darn good. And this is one of the most greatest classical movies of all time. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of the movie. I will say the most strongest point in this movie is all the highlight moments that you see in this film. There is so many to choose from. Let's say my most favorite highlight moments in this movie is the duck duel between Daffy Duck and Donald Duck, and seeing Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in one cool scene with Eddie Valiant, and the double songs for the merry-go-round broke down, both Roger and Eddie's version, and also all the coolest lines that Eddie said that was so darn hilarious. That's the closet! Get out of that chair! Get out of there! Oh yeah, I love Eddie Valiant overall. He's really one of my favorite characters of all time. So I will say the strongest points of this whole entire movie is all the highlight moments that you see in this movie that is really way too hard to choose from. And as for the weakest point, it's zero. I have no weak points at all for this movie. It is so darn classic in so many ways. And now let's go on to the characters of the movie. I mean, there's so many good characters to choose from. I will say let's go on with my 4 favorite characters of the movie. Judge Doom, Roger Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit, and Eddie Valiant. First off, let's go with Judge Doom. I frickin' love Judge Doom. He is one of the most coolest villains of all time. And I will say that Christopher Lloyd did a fantastic job playing with this most serious character who is truly a big bad A-word. And yes, my friends, he is one of my favorite movie characters of all time. And I did put him both in my two list. One is my top 6 most serious, most biggest bad A-word characters of all time, and also my top 10 favorite movie characters of all time. After all, he's tied up at number 8 with Duck Brown. I will say for Christopher Lloyd, thank you so much for playing one of the most coolest villains of all time, and you truly are one of the best. And now let's go on to Jessica Rabbit. What should I say about Jessica Rabbit? You know, Roger Rabbit's sexy wife. I mean, she's so darn beautiful. She's so freaking talented. She knows how to sing like, maybe like a sexy dancer, singing model. I don't know. I mean, she is beautiful in so many ways, and I have no idea that she's so freaking sexy. I know all the men will go goo goo and gaga for Jessica Rabbit. After all, she is very good in so many ways. And now let's go on to Roger Rabbit. Now, what can I say about Roger Rabbit? I will say he is so darn funny. He's very talented. He's a great comedy relief character. I cannot qualify him as the main hero of the story, but I just want to say he is a really good character, and I do feel so sorry for him for, getting involved in this whole entire mess for a crime that he did not commit. The only thing that he ever wanted in his life is to make people laugh. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, in this movie, he did make us laugh. And I can't wait to see the guy who did Roger Rabbit. He's going to come back and reprise his role for the sequel of Roger Rabbit 2. And it's going to come really, really soon in theaters. I'm not sure which year it will be. And now, my friends, let's go on to my most favorite character of this movie, and this character is the most memorable one of all time. And I got him right here in this picture. That's him, Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant. I just want to say about this guy, he is one of the most coolest characters ever in movie history. I will say this is Bob Hoskins' best character, his best role, and his best performance. I mean, I just love Eddie Valiant. He's such a great character. I love his personality, I love his attitude, I love all the lines that he said in this film, and also I really love him when he did his own version of the merry-go-round broke down. It is so darn funny. And sadly, my friends, I want to let you know, somewhere around in this year, 2012, poor Bob Hoskins had decided to retire of becoming an actor. After all, he became an actor for a very long time. And sadly, the reason why he decided to quit is because he had some type of disease in him. And let's just say this is going to be the most saddest moment ever in movie history. I just want to say for Bob Hoskins, thank you so much for playing this most wonderful character of all time, and we will miss you very dearly. And I'm sorry that you won't be there for this sequel. It's a darn sad shame. We love you, dude, and we will miss you. And now, ladies and dudes, here we go. My final thoughts of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Overall, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is such a fantastical movie of all time. It had a great storyline, great characters, it has fantastic highlight moments. I love the animation, the score, and I just wish in the future, I just want everybody to make more live-action, half-cartoon movies, because this is the most underrated type of movies ever in movie history. And so, ladies and dudes, I decided to give Who Framed Roger Rabbit a perfect high rating score of 10 out of 10. This is Robert Zemeckis' most epic masterpiece film, and truly Bob Hoskins' best movie of all time. So, anyway, ladies and dudes, that is my whole entire review of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I hope you enjoyed this review, and let's just say I did the best I could for it. Once again, after all, I always had trouble of what should I remember about this movie that I truly enjoyed the best. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this movie, and join me next time for my next movie. And it's gonna be one of my favorite, well, truly one of my favorite movies from Liam Neeson. After all, Liam Neeson's the man, so I hope you enjoyed this next movie review of The Unknown. So be prepared for this one, and I will see you all later. Sayonara.